Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me for this intention setting flow. I really believe that setting an intention at the beginning of the day is a wonderful way to help us to take control of the way we respond to the things that are happening around us. Now, to begin this practice, I want to take a few moments in a meditation. So if you can find a comfortable seat, please do that, sitting on the mat, sitting up on a chair, or you can lie down if you want to. What's important to me is that you are comfortable enough that your body, nothing in your body is going to start to invade your mind while you're meditating. And that you have a nice tall spine so that you're open and lifted through the torso so that the breath is going to come evenly. Let your hands rest wherever they like, on your legs or in your lap. And shut your eyes. To set an intention, we want to connect in with our deepest sense of ourself. The truest, purest essence of ourselves. That pure essence of self lies deep within us, and it's sometimes hidden by our responsibilities, our thoughts, the things that are happening around us, other people's perceptions of us. Everybody has a different view of who we are. Our boss, our children, our parents, our spouse, our friends. And all those different parts of who we are may be part of our essence, but not one of them is the true essence, the truest form of ourselves. When we connect in with our true essence, with our truest self, we can begin to determine the things that we really want and need from our lives. And these things may be very different from the things that other people want for us, from the things that society says that we want or we should want, or even things that we may have thought that we wanted in the past. As time goes by, things change, and it's worthwhile to revisit. So to connect into our truest sense, we spend a few moments with our eyes shut, turning off the outer gaze, bringing our attention inward. Relax, consciously relax the muscles in your face, in and around your eyes, inside your mouth, your scalp. Let the neck and shoulders relax. The shoulders drop down and away from the ears. Arms can hang heavy. As we breathe in, we have a very nice sense of lightness in the upper body. And as we exhale, we feel grounded through the lower body, into the floor, into the mat. And we begin to relax, physically at first. And as we peel that layer of ourselves away, we begin to relax more deeply. our mind, our thoughts begin to slow down. And as you sit here in a relaxed state, you can begin to connect in with your true spirit, with your true self, and allow a virtue that you would like to embody to come to mind. Use positive language here. So think about something that you want to have, not something that you want to avoid, something that you are looking to have more of in your life, in your responses. And boil this down to as simple language as you can, even write down to one word. Just repeat this word to yourself. Repeating it over and over. We keep our intention as simple as possible so that it is easy to come up with, to recall throughout the day. So at any time throughout the day when you feel challenged, when stress begins to creep in, or you feel that you are wanting to take control of a response, you can recall your intention. It brings you back to this moment of complete relaxation and reminds you of the things that you truly want. Repeat your intention a few more times here as you breathe. And bring your right hand and place it over your heart. And bring your left hand and place it over the right hand. Eyes are still shut. And imagine that we're holding our intention in close to our heart. We're tucking it away there. And let your hands come back down to your knees. Softly, gently open your eyes. Take in the colors around you. Let's give the shoulders a couple of turns. Let's Good, I'm bringing a little movement through the neck and shoulders. Drop the shoulder blades down the back. Let the left hand come to the mat just outside your left hip, and let's sweep the right hand up and over. Keep that right hip committed down to the mat as you find a big stretch in the right side body. You can let the breath come fluidly and evenly here. And then let's inhale to come up and exhale to the other side. Right hand to the mat, left hand comes up and over. Inhale, bring both hands up overhead. As we exhale, let's take an easy seated twist. Left hand to your right knee, right hand comes behind the hips. Roll the right shoulder back. Twisting from the base of your spine and breathing easy here. Just letting that breath flow. Another big breath in, fingertips up overhead. And let's exhale to the other side. Right hand to the left knee, left hand comes behind. Really let the left shoulder roll back. Let that left shoulder be initiating this movement. Inhale to bring the fingertips up. And as we exhale, bring your hands down in front of your crossed legs. And make your way to a tabletop pose. A couple of cat-cows here. Just starting with the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, the tailbone up, drop the belly. Heart comes forward, gaze is forward. As we exhale, turn the tailbone down, lift the navel up and away from the floor, broaden the shoulders and tuck the chin. Inhale to open the front of the body. Exhale to curl it in. Inhale to a neutral pose now, a nice neutral spine. And then as we exhale, let's curl the toes under and lift the hips up and back, finding downward facing dog. Move around whatever way feels good for you. So within the frame of this pose, let your hips sway, your heels lift and lower, shake your head, whatever feels good for you. Starts to shake the cobwebs off first thing. Now let's bring the gaze forward between the hands and step the feet forward to the front of the mat. You can take lots of steps or one big step, whatever works for you. And come right into a halfway lift with the spine parallel to the floor, gazing straight down at the mat. And then exhale to a forward fold. Now you're looking straight back between your knees. You can let your arms hang heavy here. Let's try that again. Fingertips to the shin, halfway lift. Roll the shoulder blades towards one another and lengthen through the back of your neck. Exhale, forward fold. Pull the navel in, drop the crown of the head. Now let's soften through the knees and take a slow spinal roll up. Head, neck, shoulders are very heavy. Coming all the way up to stand. Hands up here. Nice big expression of joy, of openness. Now draw all that energy above you in towards your body as we bring the hands to heart center. Inhale the hands down, around, and up. As we exhale, turn the palms out and swan dive down. So this easy forward fold here. Halfway lift, once again, extending the spine. As we exhale now, soften the knees, plant the hands, and bring your feet back to the back of the mat, coming to a high plank pose. Now you can feel free to come down onto your knees here. That's absolutely fine. Nice big breath in. Exhale completely. Next breath in, bring the shoulders forward over the fingertips. And exhale to bend the elbows back towards the back of the mat, coming all the way down. tops of the feet press into the mat as you lift your chest. Bring your elbows back towards the back of the mat. Really opening the heart here. Exhale to release. Inhale to table or to plank. And exhale back, downward facing dog. This time let's hold down dog in stillness for 3 breaths. Now if down dog is really uncomfortable for you, feel free to come up onto your toes, bend your knees, and take child's pose. Get a lot of the same stretch without the pressure on your shoulders. Now on your 5th exhale, soften your knees and walk your hands back towards your feet. Inhale to rise up to stand nice and slow. Take your time. Keep your gaze down until your shoulders are up over your hips, and then bring your gaze forward, your fingertips high. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart center and then to your hips. Let's lift and lower all 10 toes up off the mat. Lift them, give them a little wiggle, a little stretch, and then drop your toes back down onto the mat. Bring your weight now into your left foot. Come up on the toes of the right foot. Notice if your hips want to swing around here and bring them back into alignment. Draw your knee out to the right side, and from here we're going to come to a tree pose. So you can keep your toes on the mat, press your foot into your left ankle, right foot to the left calf, or you can take your right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Really adhere them together. And then you can bring your hands back to your hips, lift the rib cage up and away from your hips. From here, you can take any arm variation you like. You can keep your hands at your hips, or bring them to heart center, or reach them up overhead. Drop the shoulder blades down and away from the ears no matter what you've selected here. And find yourself standing strong in this pose. Bring to mind again your intention and repeat it to yourself as we hold this pose for 3 breaths. Hands to heart center. Bring that right knee forward and then step the right foot down next to the left. You can shut your eyes, sway your weight from side to side here. Just see how you feel after we've balanced on one side. And then let's come to the other side. Sweep the hands down, around, and up. As you exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. Let's find a halfway lift here, fingertips to the shins. It's nice to realign the spine between poses. Soften the knees, hands to the mat, and let's walk our hands all the way forward to a downward facing dog. Let's come up high on our toes here. Soften the knees, bring the gaze forward between the hands, and from here you can take a bunch of steps, a big lunge, or a jump forward, coming to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to soften your knees and rise all the way up to stand. Hands up, look up. As you exhale, draw your hands down to heart center. And then bring your hands to your hips. Bring your gaze forward. Find something to look at. Keeping a steady gaze is really helpful when we're balancing. We're going to come to do tree on the other side here now. So lift and lower the toes again. Just really connecting into our base before we balance. And settle the toes back down onto the mat. Come up onto the toes of the left foot. Keep the hips nice and level. Draw the left knee out to the side. Then bringing the toes on the mat and the left foot to the inner right ankle. Lifting the toes off the mat, coming to the calf, or bringing that foot to the inside of the right thigh. Hands to the hips, hands to heart center, or hands overhead. Finding length in the spine here, strength in the core, and a nice steady gaze. Call to mind again your drishti. 3 breaths. Bring your hands to heart center, draw that left knee forward, and then settle your left foot down next to the right. Inhale the hands down, around, and up. As you exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down to the mat. Inhale once again, finding a halfway lift. As you exhale, soften the knees, plant the hands, bring your feet back to your high plank pose, once again on your toes or on your knees. Exhale. Inhale the shoulders forward and exhale to lower halfway or all the way down. Keep your elbows pulled in towards your body. Inhale, bring the heart forward, cobra or up dog. As you exhale, flip over the toes and right from here, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale now and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Inhale to lift the heels, come up high on your toes. And as you exhale, bend the knees, can make your way to a table and cross the ankles. Roll over your feet, come to a seat right in the middle of the mat. From here, I want to come down onto our backs. So you can use your hands to support yourself or reach your hands forward. Just tuck your chin and keep your feet grounded down into the mat and really press into the big toe, the mound underneath your big toe as you control a nice long, slow descent down onto the mat. From here, bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. You can sway from side to side. Give the low back a little massage. Maybe if it feels good, you want to make some circles with your knees. Just releasing a little bit there. And let's bring the knees in towards the body really tight. Squeeze them in as tight as you can. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Squeeze in tight. See if you can take opposite wrist or opposite elbow. And then tuck your chin into your throat and your nose between your knees. You're squeezing as tight as you can here. You're even making a funny face, like squish your face up. And then big breath in. And then exhale to Savasana. Open out. Just let that ball fall open. Hands next to the hips. Heels down at the far corners of the mat. And just tuck your shoulder blades in underneath you. And return to that sensation of stillness and relaxation that we had at the beginning of practice. Allow your body to consciously relax. Relax the muscles in your face and in around your eyes, your jaw, your ears. Finding this sense of conscious relaxation in your face and around your eyes, your ears, your jaw. Feeling your body resting very heavy on the mat. The connection to the floor. The lightness in the front of the body as you breathe. And bring to mind once again your intention for this day. Allow this intention to settle into yourself, to integrate into your being. When you're ready to begin moving again, begin with your fingers and toes. Turn your wrists and your ankles, your head from side to side. Reach your arms up overhead. Lengthen through the entire body. And then bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. And sway from side to side. One more massage for the low back. And roll from one side to the other. Take a couple of breaths here in the fetal position. And when you're ready, make your way up to sit. But take your time here. Keep your eyes shut. Your chin tucked in towards your throat so that your head isn't swinging around or bothering your neck. And come up, sit tall. Bring the crown of the head high. And again, you can gently open your eyes. Let's inhale the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And as we exhale, draw the thumbs to the third eye. And one last time while we are on the mat, before we take our practice off the mat today, call to mind your intention. Let's hinge forward, sealing in this intention, the benefits of our practice. Thanks for joining me today. I really hope that you enjoyed this practice. I truly do believe that setting intentions is a powerful and potent way to bring yoga off of the mat and into our lives. I hope you have a really great day. Namaste.